Welcome back to Drive Driver Driven. I'm Humble, and today it's time for a little bit of spring cleaning. Yeah, the garage is a disaster. I think I've mentioned it before. Several projects worth of cruft sitting around that has just basically gone uncleaned. Let me show you around. I'll set you on the time lapse and see if we can't spruce this place up a bit. So a little rare to see the cars all out in the driveway, and the garage itself, well, this is supposed to be empty, but just a lot of stuff sitting around that honestly, some of it I need to get rid of. So I have old engine bits from my old race bug. I have tail lights for a car that I don't have anymore. Old build parts for the Ultima that can be recycled. Tires that I'll probably never use. These two sets of tires, one is for the Ultima, one is for the Honda. But this is an old set for the Honda that I can't use anymore. Those gotta go. My old exhaust for the Zero, I don't know why I'm holding on to that. The old wing for the Ultima can probably go up into storage. New parts that need to be organized and put somewhere. This huge mess, which I need to deal with. And then, of course, the leaning shelf that I've never addressed, just full of shit. And then over onto this side, I really got to just clean up this countertop and make it usable again, because it's become storage, and that's not what countertops are for. They're for working. So I got to address all that and put that somewhere. Again, more, so I'm tripping over stuff. These got to get put away. This has to get put away. Old oil that's drained and fuel mix has got to be dealt with. My old Civic seats, I either have to get rid of these, sell them, or whatever, but they need to go. So yeah, get the camera set up, and honestly we'll start over here because this is the area that's been bothering me the most, and I really want to get that done today. So I'm going to start over here and then see if we can't get all this cleaned off and all of this dealt with before moving on to the rest of this mess. So cue the music and the time lapse, and let's get after it. after, well, a couple hours of chipping away at it. This wall didn't really change all that much. A few more things, filling shelves. Ditto for tires and back here, and not all that changed too much. Just kind of filling in gaps. Next project stuff, tidied it up a little bit, reinforced one of the boxes the parts are sitting in, and tried to organize it in how it's going to go out to the shop. Hopefully these parts can go out next week. While I'm out traveling the week after that, they can be getting serviced and rebuilt. Kind of cleaned up the mess in front of the toolbox. Was tired of walking around it, and I think just generally having a nice, clean, open floor is the way to go. And one of those boxes ended up over here on the counter. I just haven't found a better place for it to go at the moment. Once I get that into a better place, the countertop itself will be mostly cleaned up. I kicked the drill press over to the side. It's all basically cast iron, so it's a little heavy for me to lift by myself. So for the time being, just sitting off to the side here, you know, next to the bikes, whatever, that's fine by me. And then some of my regular bike maintenance stuff, like the pump and borrowed tools, like the brake bleeder, I'm okay with those sitting up here where I can see them, because I need to remember where I put it, and I access it somewhat frequently. Other than that, I gave the floors a good sweep. Garage is looking a little bit better, and then coming up, all these extra parts that I mentioned before will probably go off to a recycler to free up some more shelves, and then I can place some of the larger items like my old wing and the exhaust up top. You can see an exhaust up there, but those will probably end up in the whatever attic area of the garage. Not really much of a car project, but something, well, something I really needed to get done, and I don't think it's often mentioned in various channels, just keeping your shop clean, or at least not letting it get to a point of distraction where you can't find things or you can't find an open surface to work from. So now that that's all cleaned up, I can get back on the cars and start working on some of their projects. It's probably not going to happen before I travel, but all of the cars, save for the Porsche, actually need an oil change still. So I got to get the Civic, the Zero, and the Ultima in for oil changes. And while I'm at it, each car should probably get a thorough nut and bolt and just a check. So each will take their turn in the garage to go for a thorough inspection and a little bit of love. So look forward to that. That being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.